Welcome to my channel. I am Liliana, one with a vision. My message from God today is someone wants to come see you. Someone from your past wants to visit you. They want to come and visit you to explain to you what happened and why your relationship with them didn't quite take off or didn't go the way that you all planned for it to go. This person had a lot of things going on in their life. And one thing in particular they had going on was finance. I see nothing but dollar signs. There were some issues going on with their financial responsibility, their finances, their money. There were some things going on. And they just didn't want to get you involved in what they had going on. So what they did was they just slowly cut communication. The communication between you all kind of just dwindled down to the point where there was no communication at all. They didn't do it on purpose. They did it because, and they may have even told you like, well, I feel like we should just kind of, slow it up some, let's just take our time. They did that because whatever they had going on in their life at the time, they didn't want to get you involved in it. But they would like a chance, if you would give them a chance, to talk to you and explain to you what was going on. They just want to explain to you what was going on. Even if you don't want to mend a relationship or talk to them again they want a chance to talk to you face to face. They don't want to hit you up on Messenger. They don't want to hit you up on social media. They don't want to text you. They want to have a conversation with you face to face so they can explain to you what happened. And they said that even if you don't choose to be in a relationship with them, it's okay. They just want a chance to talk to you and explain to you what happened and why they cut the communication the way that they did. The communication came to a complete halt. And it was because of what they had going on. They had some things in their life that they needed to straighten out. And they didn't want to get you involved in it. Out of respect for you and love and the way that they loved you and they cared about you, they just didn't want to get you involved in what they had going on. They did not feel comfortable telling you what they had going on. They were a little embarrassed. They were a little embarrassed about what was going on in their life. And they didn't feel comfortable telling you that. Maybe they had just met you and they didn't know you very well. And they were like, there's no way I could tell this person what I got going on in my life because I'm already embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. I got this going on. And I'm embarrassed. And I don't want to tell this person. And I don't want to hurt them. And I don't want to get them involved. Because sometimes when people have things going on in their life and you become their partner, their companion or whatever, people will correlate you or coincide you with whatever this other person had going on. And they didn't want you attached to whatever it is they had going on. Because people say, oh, this person doing it, the other person had to be doing it because they're their partner. I know they knew what was going on. They did not want that to happen. They did this. What they did was out of protection for you. It was like they instantly went into protection mode. Oh my God, this is going on in my life. I want to protect this person. I don't want anyone to hurt them. I don't want anyone to approach them and come to them and say things about, what's going on. This was a protection mode. Not only, I feel like God gave them the mind to back up. And I know you'd be like, what? I know some people would be like, why would God allow me to meet somebody? They probably didn't know that this was going to happen. And when it did happen, they were like, instantly they backed up. But I feel like that was God giving them that notion to say, hey, back up. You don't want to hurt this person. You don't want to get them involved. I feel like it was God's protection. God protecting you, because if you had went further in a relationship with this person, God knows what would have probably happened. God knew what was probably going to happen. And this was God's way of protecting you. We don't see it, but God protects us even when things are going on that we can't see. Is God protecting us. And sometimes we get angry. Oh my God, this person walked away from me. You're angry and you're mad and you're frustrated and you're feeling like, what do I do? This person then walked away from me. I'm angry. You're mad at this person. You wanting to go off, you wanting revenge, but you didn't know the extent of, or you didn't even know what was really going on in this person's life and why they made the actions that they did. So some people would say, well, all they had to do was tell me they were embarrassed. What they had going on was really bad, and they just met you. And if you had found out what was going on, you probably would have walked away from them anyway. So they just want to sit down. They want to come visit you. They want to talk to you face to face just to tell you what's going on. And they want to say, even if you don't want to be my friend anymore, they feel like they owe it to you to give you an explanation and tell you what was going on in their life. Because they were so embarrassed. And they feel so bad about what they did. This person really feels bad. Like, genuinely, they feel bad. Because they know that you were a good person. And if it was anyone else that they could date or be with, it would definitely be you. Because they know that you're a good person. And because you were such a good person, there is no way that they could have got you involved in what was going on in their life. And they know you're angry. They know you're angry. They know you're mad. They're not doubting that you're not. But if they can just get a chance to talk to you, even if you don't want to accept them back in, they feel like they owe you a conversation. They want to take you out to eat. It doesn't have to be. They don't want to come to your house or anything. They just want to meet up with you in public, sit down with you, face to face, and explain to you what happened and why. And even if you don't take them back, they're okay with that. They want you to know that the decision that they made was because they did not want to hurt you or get you involved in anything that they had going on in their life, because it wasn't good. It was bad. It was bad. It was not good at all. What they had going on, it wasn't good. And it's probably been some time since you saw this person, because they were not in a good space. Wherever they were at and whatever they had going on, it wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. It wasn't good at all. And they just want to tell you that they want to explain to you exactly what happened and why this happened. And know that this was God protecting you. This was God giving that person the mind to back up off of you. We get so, and I say this, we get so upset and we get irritated when things don't go the way that we feel like it should go, but we don't know what's going on the other side. We don't know what's going on. We don't know. And we don't know why God is allowing certain things to happen. Why God allows you to meet a person and take them away. We get so frustrated. But sometimes it's just not the right timing. And I talked about this in a video. It wasn't the right time. This person had something going on that was horrible. And they met you and they loved you and they cared about you. But there was no way they were going to get you involved in what they had going on. They said, no, I can't. And that was God prompting them and giving them that notion to not get you involved in that, because you don't deserve it. We deserve the best. We deserve the best. And sometimes we want to, well, they could have just told me, yeah, and then you were going to be involved in what they had going on. But you probably didn't need to be. Don't get angry when things don't always go perfect when you meet a person. Sometimes it's meant for you to meet a person just for that moment. God may take them away for a little while. And then if it's meant to happen, you all will come back together and be a great union and be in a better space and have something that is very good. Don't always get upset and get mad. Sometimes things are meant to happen exactly when you want them to happen. Let God do it. In God's timing, everything that's supposed to happen will happen. And sometimes God removes you out of situations for a reason. And you know that God's reason is always good, because God has what? Good intentions towards you. because he loves you. You're his child. Of course he's going to protect you. Of course, if something ain't right for you, he's going to take it away from you, or at least try to. Sometimes we try to hold on to things, even though God be trying, like, no, let me take you out of this situation because this isn't right for you. We try to hold on to it, and then we get our feelings hurt. See, God didn't want your feelings to be hurt this time. God didn't want you to sit around sad and depressed and trying to figure out what's going on. Oh, God, here you go crying to him again. So he took you out of that situation, and he brought you to a better place. And if it's meant for you to be with this person, you'll be with them. It's your choice. Hey, I can't tell you to go forth or not. God is giving you a choice. Hey, I'm bringing this person back in your life. They're coming to you. They want to talk to you. They want to talk to you face to face. They want to visit you. They want to talk to you. They want to have a conversation with you. Explain to you what happened, but it's your choice to make the right decision that you feel is right for you. God loves you so much. He's always protecting us, even when we can't see it. Thank you all so much for subscribing to my channel. Thank you all so much for all the love and support. I really appreciate each and every one of you all. Thank you all so much. I hope that you all have had a blessed week. This week is ending. We're going into the weekend. I hope you all are safe. It's summertime. Pray over your kids. You know, they're out for summer breaks and things like that. I pray for all the children who are out on summer break, that you all will have a safe and prosperous summer and have a good time this summer. Just thank you all so much for all of the comments and love. I really appreciate you all the time. Remember that God loves you so much, and he's always protecting you. And guess what? I love you too. Go be blessed.